SSCG Electrical. I am Ramakrishna. In this video, I am going to explain about important multiple choice questions for SSCG and other competitive exams. Today onwards, some important multiple choice questions will be discussed for upcoming SSCG and other exams. See here. So topic wise, the questions will be discussed and it will be useful for all kind of exams. So here the first topic is DC generators, DC motors, transformers, three-phase induction motors, single-phase induction motors, synchronous motors, transmission and distribution, and cables. So these are some of the important topics. So daily I will explain some multiple choice questions from each topic, and so along with the regular preparation, and if you watch these videos you will learn some extra information regarding these topics. So while you are preparing other subjects and other topics, and if you watch these topics, this portion also will be covered. So see the first topic, DC generators. First question, iron losses in DC machine are independent of variations in. Iron losses in DC machine are independent. So iron losses will not depend on which one? Speed, load, voltage, speed and voltage. The correct answer is load. So iron losses will not depend on load because iron losses are constant losses. Iron losses are constant losses. What are the constant losses? Hysteresis losses and eddy current losses. Hysteresis losses and eddy current losses are constant losses. It won't depend on load. That is why the correct answer is load here. So B is the correct answer. Second question, which of the following could be lamina approximately the thickness of lamination of DC machine? What is the thickness of lamination of DC machine is asking. The correct answer is 0.005, 0.05, 0.55 mm. Here not m, it is mm. So the correct answer is 0.5 mm. The thickness of lamination of DC machine is 0.5 mm. See in practical. So in practical if you see, and this is the armature. In this armature you can see this is one sheet of lamination. This is the lamination sheet. Okay, this bunch of lamination sheets forms the armature here. Okay, so one lamination sheet we have taken here and it will appear like this. So this is called teeth and these are the air holes for that. Okay, and here what is the thickness of this? Each lamination, this lamination thickness is, this is 0.05 mm. Okay, the thickness is 0.5 mm, not 0.05, it is 0.5 mm here. 0.5 mm is the thickness of this lamination. Okay, and this lamination generally used for reducing the eddy current losses. To reduce the eddy current losses, we laminate the armature here. See the next question. The armature of DC generator is laminated. The armature of DC generator is laminated. Which one? Reduce bulk, provide the bulk, insulate the core, reduce the eddy current losses. The correct answer is, just now we have discussed, that is it reduces the eddy current losses. Okay, DC generator laminating sheet thickness is 0.5 mm and it is used for reducing the eddy current losses. Okay, the resistance of armature winding depends on. The resistance of armature winding depends on length of conductor, depends on length of conductor, cross sectional area of the conductor also, and in the same way it also depends on the number of conductors. So the correct answer is all of this. The resistance of the armature winding depends on length of conductor, cross sectional area of conductor, and number of conductors also. Okay, so the correct answer is D. The field coils of DC generator are usually made of. The field coils of DC generator are usually made of which one? The correct answer is copper. The field coils of DC generator made of copper. You can see in practical. So you can see these are the copper coils. Okay, these are the copper coils wounded here, and these copper coils are used for generating magnetic field. These copper coils are used for generating magnetic field in DC machine. The next question, the commutator segments are connected to armature conductors by means of which one? Copper lugs, resistance wires, insulation pads, bridging? The correct answer is copper lugs. The commutator segments are connected to armature conductor by means of copper lugs. In practical, how it appears, have a look at this ones. These are the commutator segments. These are the commutator segments, and these will be connected to copper lugs. Okay. Next question. In a commutator, copper is harder than mica. Mica and copper are equally hard. Mica is harder than copper. None of the above. The correct answer is mica is harder than copper. In a commutator, mica is harder than copper is the correct answer. So C is the correct answer here. Next question. In DC generators, the pole shoes are fastened to pole core. In DC generator, the pole shoes are fastened. Fastened means closed. Okay, closed or linked to this. Okay, these pole shoes and pole cores are linked by using countersunk screws. In DC generators, the pole shoes are fastened to pole core by countersunk screws. Countersunk screws. How it appears to be in practical? See here. Pole shoes are fastened to pole core by using countersunk screws. Countersunk screw will be appear like this. Countersunk screw. Okay. Cylinder head screw appears to be like this. This head is appears to be cylinder head. Cylinder head screw. This is countersunk screw. Hope you understood. So by using this, pole core and pole shoe will be linked to each other. Next question. According to Fleming right hand rule, finding the direction of induced EMF, when middle finger points in direction of induced EMF, forefinger will point in direction of. In Fleming right hand rule, forefinger denotes the lines of the force. In practical, you can observe regarding right hand rule, you can show like this. This thumb denotes the motion, and this is the motion of the conductor, and this forefinger denotes the lines of force, field lines, lines of force or field lines, that is from north pole to south pole. You can observe here. And this middle finger denotes the induced EMF and current. So from diagram also you can observe this is the induced EMF and current from the conductor. So as per the given question, this forefinger denotes the lines of force or field lines. So you can observe that is the lines of force. Next question. Fleming right hand rule regarding direction of induced EMF correlates. This direction of induced EMF correlates to which one? In given options you can check here. So magnetic flux, direction of motion, direction of induced EMF. So this one correlates to option B. Magnetic flux, direction of the motion, direction of induced EMF. Magnetic flux shows the field lines, that is forefinger, and direction of motion is thumb will show it, and direction of induced EMF and current is, that is middle finger. Okay. So from the figure just now you have observed that. Once again you see this thumb denotes the motion of the conductor, thumb denotes the motion of the conductor, and forefinger denotes the lines of the force or field lines, and middle finger denotes the induced EMF and current. Okay. And next question also regarding same concept, that is while applying Fleming right hand rule and direction of induced EMF, the thumb points towards which one? Direction of induced EMF, direction of flux, direction of motion of the conductor. If forefinger points the direction of generated EMF, here second point is wrong here. Forefinger points to direction of generated EMF is wrong, and D option you can see direction of motion of conductor if forefinger points along the lines of the flux or field lines or lines of force also we can say. The correct answer is direction of motion of the conductor if forefinger points along lines of the flux. So from figure we can understand these three questions. From the figure itself we can understand this Fleming right hand rule, each finger denotes which one we can understand. Okay. So these are some of the multiple choice questions from DC generators. So at starting of these 11 questions we have discussed with reason. 11 questions from this topic we have discussed so far, and remaining questions I will discuss in the next video with practical examples. Okay. So thanks for watching this video. Please like this video and share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you.